It's shopping time on NihongoGamer, and it's a very exciting day because it's the Pokemon 20th anniversary. So 20 years ago, the original Pokemon games came out, and as a result, we have these limited edition 2DS consoles which are Pokemon themed. And this is quite exciting for Japan because we actually never had the Nintendo 2DS in Japan. Pokemon limited edition pack in green, in red, and also the Pokemon Pikachu yellow edition. And also in the shop I found this special Pokemon themed 2DS case so that I can have a special case to hold the 2DS and not get the screen scratched and that sort of thing. So these are the limited edition packs of the Pokemon 2DS that you can get in Japan: yellow, red, and green. The reason being obviously that red and green were the original colors of Pokemon in Japan. Blue was released I think later in that year with some enhancements, and then obviously finally was the Pikachu yellow edition with the with Pikachu actually kind of following you around in the game. Now obviously there is the blue edition as well, but that was Pokemon Center exclusive, so at the moment in the normal shops you can buy the yellow, red, and green versions. Actually, you can't just buy these consoles anywhere in Japan. There's only a few select places that you can actually buy it, and I think the reason is that Nintendo doesn't want these consoles to go mainstream. They just want to have a cheap price point, about $100, to sell a 2DS console which is limited Pokemon theme and also has the game inside the console when it's already pre-downloaded and pre-installed on the console. So that's perfect for people who have nostalgia, people who want to buy a 3DS and want to play in 3D. We're going to spend a little extra money on the new Nintendo 3DS, but at a very cheap price point you can get a special Pokemon themed consoles, which is really, really exciting here in Japan. So as you can see here, the packaging is designed to look exactly like the original Game Boy boxes that came out 20 years ago, but of course inside is not a Game Boy cartridge, it is a Nintendo 2DS, which plays the original game almost exactly like it was in the old days, except that you now have the wireless feature and you can trade Pokemon without having an actual cable because there's no cable for the 2DS. So some really cool designs here. This is the red version, the green version, and the yellow Pikachu edition. I'll also show you the case that I got. It says Pocket Monsters on the front with all the original 4 colors that you could buy in Japan. And it says Pocket Monsters, obviously, because that is the real name of the game in Japan. Obviously, it was just called Pokemon when it went out west, but it was called Pocket Monsters originally. So it has literally just released this hour in Japan, and I've just come back from the shops to show it to you, and I'm really, really excited to open it because we never had 2DS in Japan before. And also because it's a limited edition product, at the shops that I went to, there was actually a big mark on the front that said, this is only 1 per customer. So I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to buy all 3, but then I went to the counter, showed her all these consoles she was kind of like, whoa, why are you buying so many consoles? She looks at the label, she was like, uh-oh, it says only 1 per customer. So she goes over to her boss and she checks with the guy, and he's just like, yeah, just sell it to him. So I was like, yes! I get to buy all 3. It's so strange for me because in the West, the first Pokemon I played was blue, so it's strange that the only one I don't have is blue, but the original 2 Pokemon games in Japan were red and green. Also very excited that it's going to be using wireless now as well, because in the old days you had to get the cable to connect 2 Game Boys, and then sometimes if you had like a Game Boy Pocket and a Game Boy, like they had a different shape cable, and then I don't know, just the cables kept changing every time the consoles changed, and it was confusing, but it's wireless now, so it should be a little easier. So actually in Europe, I think you'll actually be able to, just in any shop, buy the yellow version, the red version, and the blue versions quite normally. I think the green version will be exclusive to Japan, actually. I haven't seen anywhere that they're going to release the green version outside of Japan. So you get the 2DS itself, obviously. You get the new Nintendo 3DS AC adapter, so these consoles actually come with an AC adapter inside. Your SD card, you get AR cards, you get the startup guide, you get an original theme download inside the console as well. You also get 2 download codes. One is Mew for the yellow or, green or red or blue version of the game, and you also get Mew for Pokemon X and Y, which is a separate download code. You get a pack of stickers and a town map. Actually, I opened a original Game Boy cartridge box from 20 years ago, and there was stuff like this town map inside, and it's quite funny to see that this box is going to be pretty much exactly the same as the Game Boy boxes of 20 years ago. Anyway, that's the haul today. Really excited that I was able to buy 3 consoles today and this case so that I'll have it protected as well. I'm going to do some unboxing videos in the future, so definitely look out for those when they go online. In fact, I might just do one big unboxing, that way you can actually compare the consoles together and actually see which color you like the best. But until that video goes up, don't forget to comment, subscribe, share links and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next NihongoGamer video. She's got magnets on her feet. First, new Nintendo 3DS game, Final Fantasy 15. Someone pick up the phone. How about you, Cloud? It's shopping time. So I let her go in front of me, and she ran into the shop and she took the only copy of this, and I thought, no! Here it comes. Ah! It's like the anime, but better. It doesn't say what this is. It's just a piece of plastic. I think maybe it is a frisbee.